Good morning, Muse members. My name is Victoria, and this is your 20-minute morning stretch flow. So when you're ready, find a space on your mat. I recommend having 2 blocks nearby, but you can always do this practice without blocks. And you can also take anything else that would make yourself comfortable, a bolster or a blanket. When you're ready, we'll begin in an easy seat facing the top of your mat, ankles crossed. Roll the shoulders up, back, and let them settle down. As you find that nice tall spine, lift up out of the head. Float the ears back so that the ears are stacked over the shoulders and the shoulders are over the hips. Settle in here by maybe letting the eyes float towards the tip of the nose or towards a spot in front of you. Or if it feels comfortable, you can let your eyes shut all the way. Beginning here by just taking some deeper breaths in as you let go of whatever might be coming up next, and just give yourself these 20 minutes to wake up with some movement. When you're ready, it's a deep breath in through the nose, fill all the way up through your belly. Exhale out the mouth. 2 more like that. Deep breath in. Big exhale out. 3rd and final time, breathe it all in. Let it all go. Next, inhale, arms will sweep all the way up over the head. On an exhale, drop the right hand, send the left arm all the way over. Find that side body stretch. Inhale opens the chest by looking up to that floating arm. Stay where you are on the exhale. Take 1 more deep breath in. Can you crawl those fingertips out any more? On the exhale, find a little bit more space in that side rib cage. Inhale, lift both hands up through the center. On the exhale, left hand goes down, right arm reaches over. Inhale, opens the chest, look up to your floating arm. Stay where you are on the exhale. Crawl those left fingertips all the way out. Take a deep breath in as you find a little bit more stretch in that rib cage, plugging all the way down through that right hip crease. Inhale, both arms come all the way up to the sky. On the exhale, we twist. Find that left hand outside that right knee. Right hand stacks right behind. Sitting up nice and tall here like someone's pulling a string at the top of your head. Deep breath in. Twist and look over that back shoulder on the exhale. Inhale, 2 hands high to the sky. Exhale, we twist to the opposite side. Find the right hand outside the left knee. Again, sit up nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, twist over that back shoulder. Inhale, unwind, reach all the way up. On that exhale, cactus those arms. Drop your head back. Take a beat here. Deep breath in. Tongue hangs out, lion's breath. Inhale, arms reach all the way up, biceps frame the ears. Exhale, hinge at your waist as much as you can until your hands can touch the floor. Drop your chin into your neck, into your chest. Maybe you shake the head no and nod the head yes. Final inhale here, crawl those fingertips forward a little bit more. On the exhale, start to roll yourself up vertebrae by walking those hands all the way back into the shins. Palms come to the knees. Inhale, send your chest around and forward to the right. As you exhale, push around to the back, left corner, round through the spine. Inhale, pulls the chest forward as you go forward and to the right. Exhale, sends you back and to the left. Nice big circles here, getting into those hip creases. We've got 3 more, rounding the spine every time you find it to the back of the room, pulling that chest forward as you come across. Final one in this direction. Inhale, send yourself all the way forward. Pause when you get to the center. On the exhale, send yourself back the same way towards that right corner. Switching the direction, inhale, come forward and to the left. Exhale, send it around and back to the right. 3 more here. Deep breath in. Big exhale out. Final one, all the way up and around. And exhale to the back and find your nice, tall, comfortable seat. Arms reach high on an inhale. Press the hands in front of the shins as you roll over ankles. Come to your tabletop. Exhale. Hands will go right underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. Press into the floor as you spin the inner elbows towards one another. Inhale, belly drops all the way down. Gaze goes up, open across the collarbone. Exhale, press the floor away, round through the spine, pull shoulder blades to the sky. 3 more here. Inhale, belly down. Exhale, chin tuck, spine rounds. Final time, deep breath in, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, chin tuck, spine rounds. On that inhale, find that nice neutral spine. Tuck the back toes. Exhale, send the hips up and back. First downward facing dog of the practice, maybe of your morning. Pedal it out nice and easy here. Remember that heels don't need to touch in our downward facing dog. So a nice deep bend in the knees is okay. On that inhale, start to find your stillness, pressing shoulder blades away from the ears. Exhale, trying to send those heels towards the earth. Inhale, lift the toes, look forward. Exhale, take tiny walks all the way up your mat. Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Gentle bend is appropriate here in the knees. Take an inhale, nice flat back, hands to shins, shoulder blades pull back. Exhale, slide the hands down the legs as you fold into your feet. Press into the floor. Inhale, rise. Arms reach all the way up and overhead. On the exhale, left hand grabs the right wrist. Pull yourself over, side body stretch. Deep breath in, lift all the way up. Switch the grip, pull that left hand. Exhale, side body stretch. Inhale, lift all the way through the center. Palms touch at the top. Exhale, bow and fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold, palms plant. Step your left foot to the back of the mat. Runner's lunge, inhale. Drop the knee and untuck the toe, exhale. Hands can stay to the floor or they can come to blocks on either side of that front right foot. Inhale, push the hips forward, lift the chest up. On the exhale, pull the hips back, flex those right toes back towards the face, half split. 2 more time here. Inhale, stretch it forward, lift up. Exhale, pull the hips back as you fold. Inhale, sends the hips forward and lift. Exhale, pull the hips back and fold. This time on that inhale, shift your weight forward, tuck your back toes. Exhale, press up, lift the back knee. Hands can come to the earth, framing that right foot. Step back to your high plank on that breath in. Lower all the way down, belly down Shavasana on the exhale. Untuck your toes, shake the hips left and right, and you'll stretch that right arm all the way outside your mat to a T. Inhale, bend into that right knee, heel comes towards the glute. As you exhale, step the right foot over and behind the left. Scorpion tail twist. Take a deep breath in here. Maybe the cheek comes down to the earth. And a big exhale out. Final breath in, using the exhale to get back to your belly. Right hand pulls in under the shoulder. Left arm extends out to the T. Inhale, spins that left heel towards the glute. Exhale, step the left foot behind and to the right side of the mat. Stay for a breath in here. And a big exhale out. Final inhale. Use the exhale to get back to your belly. Hands come underneath the shoulder, toes tuck. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, push yourself up to your tabletop. Tuck your toes, breath in. Downward facing dog is your exhale. We do that one more time. Inhale, lift to the toes, look forward. Exhale, walk, tiny walks all the way up your mat, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale is your halfway lift, hands to shins, pull up, flat back. Exhale, fold it all the way down. Press into your feet. Inhale as you rise all the way up. Exhale, right hand grabs the left wrist, pull yourself over, side body stretch. Inhale, lift all the way up through the center, switch the grip. Exhale, send yourself over to the right. Inhale, lift all the way up, palms touch at the top. Exhale, bow and fold all the way down. Take that halfway lift on your breath in. Exhale, fold into your legs. Left foot stays forward, right foot steps back, runner's lunge, inhale. Drop the knee and untuck the toe on the exhale. Again, option to grab those hands to blocks. Press out of the blocks, lift the chest, hips go forward, breathe in. On that exhale, pull those hips back, flex the toes towards the face. 2 more times, inhale, shift it forward, lift it tall. Exhale, pull back, fold any amount, flex the left toes. Final time, inhale, shift it forward and lift. Exhale, pull it back as you fold. This time on that inhale, shift forward, tuck the back toes, move props out of the way. Exhale, back knee lifts off the earth. Inhale, slide the left foot back, high plank. Exhale, all the way down, belly down, Shavasana. Send that right hand all the way out to the T. Inhale, left heel comes into the glute. Exhale, step it all the way across. Scorpion tail twist. Stay for a breath in. And an exhale out. Final inhale. Use the exhale to get to your back to your belly. Switch the hands, right hand comes in, left arm goes out. Inhale, bend into that right knee. Exhale, step the right foot behind the left, scorpion tail twist. Maybe that chin comes down. Maybe that hand reaches all the way back, trying to grab that left one. Whatever feels most comfortable for you is what you should be doing here. Final inhale. Exhale moves you back to your belly. 2 hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes. Deep breath in to prepare. Use the exhale to go right up to your high plank and then back to your downward facing dog. Pedaling out left and right. Take one more deep breath in and a big exhale out. Inhale, ripple all the way forward. Find your high plank. Exhale, knees come down, hips pull back, child's pose. Forehead down to the mat. You can take a wider knee, child's pose, for more release through the shoulders, or a softer knee, child's pose, for more release through the low back. 2 breaths here as you reconnect to that deep breath into the belly and a deep sigh out of the mouth. On your inhale, walk your hands back to sit onto your heels. And then on your exhale, plant the palms off to one side, swing the legs around, and find your legs nice, long, and extended in front of you. Really nice, generous bend in the knees here. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, we'll reach the hands all the way up to the sky. As you exhale, hinge forward, keeping the belly against the thighs. Maybe wrap the hands underneath. Let the head drop all the way in. If you have the flexibility in the hamstrings, you can start to extend those legs, but keep the belly against the top of the thighs. And be mindful that it is early in the morning, so you don't need to rush it. Meet yourself where you are today. Take a deep breath in and a big exhale out. On the next inhale, unwrap, roll yourself all the way up. On that exhale, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Soles of the feet come to the mat, knees to the sky. Hands reach forward. Take a deep breath in. On that exhale, Tuck the chin into the chest as you roll the spine down one vertebrae at a time for 3, for 2, for 1, coming all the way down to the mat, walking those heels in a little bit closer to those glutes as we set up for a bridge here. Palms face down as you press into the triceps, shoulders are away from the ears. Deep breath in, tucks the tailbone, press into the heels. Exhale as you lift the hips all the way up, squeezing those inner thighs together, pressing into the feet, squeezing the glutes. Hold it here. Take a deep breath in, lift even higher on your exhale. Stay for the inhale, and then lower one vertebrae at a time. Exhale, taking the feet to the width of the mat. Drop the knees to the right and to the left. On that inhale, sending the left leg long, pulling the right knee into the chest, grabbing hold. Send that right knee towards the midline. Take a deep breath in, using that left hand on the outside of the right knee. Exhale as you pull that knee all the way across, dropping it to that right side, supine spinal twist. Maybe the gaze is at the ceiling or over an extended right hand, taking a cactus or out to a T. Deep breath in here. Deep breath out. Final inhale on this side. Using that exhale to get back to your back, send that right hand to that right knee. Take a big circle of that knee on the ceiling clockwise, and then counterclockwise. Inhale, pulls the right knee into the chest. Exhale to extend it nice and long to the mat. Inhale, pulls the left knee into the chest. Using that right hand on the exhale, drop the left knee across the midline towards the right side of the mat. Gaze can follow to that left side or over that extended left hand. Starting to slow the body down. Taking a final breath in and an exhale out. On that next exhale, using it to roll yourself back to your back. Again, left hand to that left kneecap. Big circle on the ceiling clockwise. And big circle counterclockwise. Inhale, pulls the left knee into the center. Exhale, extends the leg long. Take a final deep breath in. Arms reach up above the head. Stretch yourself in opposite directions. Full body stretch. As you exhale, hug both knees into the chest. Rock side to side. Give yourself a little massage. And then when you're ready, inhale, pull the knees into the chest. Tuck the chin into the chest. Lift the forehead to the knees. Exhale, arms and legs go long. Find your Shavasana. Letting yourself settle down into the floor or into your mat. Letting the practice absorb and just letting yourself be. If you have the time, I would recommend staying exactly as you are. But if you are ready to leave this practice and head on to whatever is coming up next, start to take some deeper breaths in as you wiggle fingers and toes. Maybe send the arms back overhead for that full body good morning stretch. And on the exhale, bend one leg and then the other. Letting yourself fall to a favorite side, being mindful of any props that may be in your way, and then pushing yourself up and returning to a seated position. Giving yourself one final moment here. Hands can draw to the heart center, chin tucked slightly, a bow of reverence first and foremost, always to yourself, for taking the time to show up and be present. And then, in honor and recognition of this ancient practice, we end with 2 breaths together. So exhale first anything you're holding on to that you no longer need. Deep breath in, fill all the way up. Exhale it out. Final time as a community, take that deep breath in. Let it all go. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Victoria. It's always a pleasure and an honor to be here and do this for you. Until we get a chance to practice together again, please know I'm always wishing you well, and I can't wait to see you again sometime soon. Thank you.